Hello there, it's Bryson Bost again, hanging out with you today. So today, it's about getting the 10,000 hours. Walking down that road and ultimately getting towards the point of, I don't want to say mastery, but proficiency. So the amazing thing about that is it takes time, a lot of time. But through patience and determination, you'll get there. And I will say, in a story of sense, there are a lot of artists who are far more talented than me who haven't received even the opportunities that I've received. And it kind of saddens me of sorts. Sometimes a lot of things in life is about timing and placement. One of the things I'd like to talk to you in the 10,000 hours is about placement. So we're going to take a look at these pieces here. Now you would say to yourself, damn, this guy should have done the Mona Lisa. He's got 10,000 hours. But I think what I've learned is this. All we do is practice over and over again. And we hope a couple times a year something pops out that's pretty damn good. What I wanted to talk to you about in relation to placement is how the circles appear. And you don't have to use pencils. And you know, for some odd reason, where to place shapes and the curves. You don't have to feel scared. In the old days, if I was to make a curve like this one, man, I would second guess myself. I'd always have to go in these drawing motions like this over and over again, hold my breath, hoping that I'll get the curve at the right moment. But over time, you'll be able to make these juicy, wonderful curves, shapes, and you don't have to think about it. You get to have that kind of wonderful, it's going to happen, I know it is, and you don't have to think about it. It's a lovely feeling. My favorite part of this piece is simply these three circles, 1, 2, and 3. It kind of reminds me of clouds in a way. They just seem to belong where they are. And they weren't forced. So I think if I was going to say anything about 10,000 hours, that's the most beautiful thing. Regardless of your medium, whether you're a craftsman, a draftsman, a painter, a sculptor, I think you'll find that there's less thinking involved. There's expansion, of course, too. And that's a wonderful thing, that your mind can just go off into places without that mechanical thought and the fear, that fear shaking your hand. You just get to do. And I think that's what we all want to do anyways in life, is just do things. Not have to be thwarted by circumstances that kind of dictate what we're going to do. And even on the molecular level, I think this is a molecular level here, because it certainly is outside of reality in our daily grind. It just gets to unfold. So that's rather nice. So what we're going to do today is we're going to just do a few little patterns here. We're going to fill some shapes with patterns. And I think it's kind of a nice exercise. I'm using a very small detailed pen in a different color. I just want to see what goes down. The thing about 10,000 hours, what's so nice, is you don't have to think about repeating yourself. There were 2 lines here. We're not going to put 2 lines, we're going to put this. I stopped to tell you that, but if I was all alone, it would have happened that way too. It just occurs now. And I think that is where the true magic is. When you just get to go free. All right, all right, all right. So we made ourselves a shape. And at the same time, we didn't exactly make a perfect curve here. We want to leave something different. Try to do subtle moments. Everything is a series of moments. Every moment leads to proficiency. One thing I also wanted to show you is this. We're going to make a shape with patterns. I like incorporating what I call a dot structure. See that? We're going to let the dots be our guide. Kind of nice. Kind of make a shape with the patterns. Put a little bit more here, I think. That way, you're not dependent on rulers and compasses and things of that nature. Anything to get yourself outside of guides, because in doing so, you'll take more risks. And taking risks is a good thing. We can do that all over the place. We can join our curve over here. Let's do that. Ask our camera woman here to zoom in here on this area here. If I was a betting man, I'd say that curve matches up with this one. Simply doing the dots and then addressing the patterns later. The last thing we'll do today is we'll find a friend for this one. We're going to go over here. Once again, we're going to dot, dot, dot it. We're going to do something different. We extended that out purposely because we're going to combine and make a little moment. There. I like that. I like little moments. We can go anywhere. Probably won't fill the whole thing in, but it gives us an idea of what to do. Asking ourselves to create different shapes. Yeah. There was another little moment there. spadal relationships, if you think about it. Started small, bigger, 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 and the last curve hit that black line. Practice, 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 you guys. Whatever your discipline is. And you'll find things just connecting for you. Kind of a nice feeling inside. I'm a big fan. To do things you never thought you could. I think it's starting to look like a sea elf or something, you know? He's gonna start throwing tridents at octopuses or something. Well, I do appreciate your time again. And remember, they say practice makes perfect. But if you go for practice goes for proficiency, you're going to shine. You're going to let everything kind of open up for you. I can feel it. I can definitely feel it. Just got to put in that time. Thank you again. Press like and subscribe. And you take care now.